Now let's look at this Vanda closely. So you see these are all basically roots that are gone, right? So and possibly these harbor infection, right? And now that the plant is bought from one city where the conditions where it was grown was very different. So now I am getting to another city where it is the conditions, the relative humidity, heat, etc. is very different. So plants undergo stress, and these infections can slowly get into the plant. So for example, this is again is a dead root, another dead root, right? So these are all, so when you look at the plant, say this again is a start of an infection or drying out of the roots. So this is again is a piece is not good, right? So this again, look at the roots, whichever are brown, whichever are stringy, right? So this again is a root, when you look at it, doesn't look good, right? So trim these roots, right? So this is plant number 1. So these are all, if you see these, all these roots need to go. So this one, wherever it is stringy, right? The good healthy roots should be like this, right? Maybe it doesn't have a root tip, but it's green, and then it's kind of looking okay, right? And this is a bad root, right? So these are all the ones that don't look good, right? And we need to trim those. So coming to the second plant, so here again you see is maybe it's a starting of an infection. So these are say again, this again is a not so good root, not so good root. So these are not so good roots, not so good root. So all these we need to trim, right? So we need to trim as much, keep only the best roots possible, right? And then so this again, wood mount is something that we have to be extremely careful, right? So if you look at the number of dead roots, right? So we need to trim all the dead roots, whichever are brown, we just have to mercilessly trim them, right? Anywhere it is brown, we just have to trim them. The other wood mount, again, look at the number of dead roots. So don't like this brown, these kind of stringy roots. So all these we need to trim.